Hi guys, it's Cricket coming to you on this 9th day of National Endometriosis Awareness Month. And I was out in my flower garden all afternoon, my butterfly garden, and I was working on planting some ivy and different things. It's the first sunny day we've had in a really long time, a nice warm sunny day. So that is the reason for my appearance. I have not been crying, I have been working in the garden. So I look tired, it's not tears. Okay. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, I thought tonight we would discuss what is endometriosis exactly. So, endometriosis is a disease where tissue grows improperly in the wrong places. So in other words, instead of a uterus shedding the lining every single month, the tissue, we're not exactly sure how or why, because we don't have a cause or cure currently for endometriosis. We don't know why this happens or how it happens, but somehow tissue that would normally grow on the inside of an organ starts growing on the outside of our organs. It can also attach to ligaments, it can attach to pelvic wall and floor, it can attach to bladder, ureter, bowels, anything in the digestive system. Anywhere in the pelvic region, these tissues can start adhering and growing, and instead of leaving the body every month, they stay in the body and they start scarring and damaging and fusing organs. That is what deep infiltrating endometriosis is. You may hear me say endometriosis, and then you may hear me say deep infiltrating endometriosis. There is a difference. Women who have spots and surface tissue of endometriosis still experience infertility in many cases, pain, swelling. However, it is the deep infiltrating endometriosis that causes much damage to our organs. It can cause ovaries to become twisted, fallopian tubes to be essentially glued down in improper place. So, that is endometriosis. That is deep infiltrating endometriosis. We also have something called an endometrioma. This is like an ovarian cyst, except it does not respond to oral birth control medication, any type of birth control. Typically, within a certain time period, ovarian cysts will tend to go away. Endometriomas do not go away with medication. They are removed surgically. Not everyone who has endometriosis has deep infiltrating endometriosis or has an endometrioma. I did. I had both of those conditions. The other condition, called adenomyosis, is when these tissues infiltrate, the disease infiltrates the uterus. Now, when that happens, when these cells that are reproducing and causing disease and causing pain every single month, when they cross that barrier, they cause what we call, a lot of endo warriors refer to as endobelly. So, you could go to sleep one night, have a relatively flat stomach. The next day, when you wake up and start walking around, you can end up with a belly that looks like a late-term pregnancy. I know that sounds crazy, but if you have an endo warrior in your life, chances are you've seen this for yourself and you know it exists. It's very bizarre. I remember when it started happening to me in my 20s, it was completely alarming to me that this could happen so quickly, that this swelling could kick in. So, to recap, not everyone with endometriosis has deep infiltrating endometriosis or has endometriomas or has adenomyosis. So those are conditions that go along with it, and that is why you will hear some endo warriors saying that they had stage 3 endometriosis or stage 4. It's because when you have deep infiltrating endometriosis, it starts affecting your organs. Mine actually started affecting my appendix even. So any of these tissues can grow in the wrong place, and it all depends on how progressed your disease is and what kind of endometriosis it is. I know that can sound terribly confusing. I hope it makes sense. Some of these things took me 10 years into my journey of discovering what endometriosis was before I even heard some of these terms. Even though I had a rare condition called Allen-Masters syndrome, which is also not something that every endo warrior faces. Allen-Masters syndrome damaged my ligaments that held my reproductive organs in place. So essentially, not only were they swelling, shifting, gluing, fusing, I also did not have the ligaments that hold things into place. So when I had severe pain, my organs could go out of their natural placement and cause me severe pain. So again, not every endo warrior has Allen-Masters syndrome. That's a rare condition that goes along with endometriosis. So I hope it made sense. I know some of these are lengthy videos. I know you can view these on your own time. For endo warriors and family members, sometimes it can be a lot of information to take in at once. So I realize that while I'm trying to be informative, it can be overwhelming at points. So if it's too much information and it feels overwhelming and it feels frightening, pause the video, come back to it later when you're feeling stronger. Sometimes when we're fighting fatigue and we're just trying to make it through the day, some of these conditions that I'm mentioning can be very, very, very stressful and frightening for endo warriors and their family members. So I fully realize that, and I send you love and light. For anyone experiencing pain and symptoms, you are in my thoughts and prayers. I send you love and light. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sharing our videos. It is our hope in speaking up about these sensitive topics that we are destigmatizing gynecological conditions of all kind, and especially endometriosis. So thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart for watching, and thank you for sharing this info with friends and loved ones. Thank you so much. I'm Cricket, and I'm an endo warrior.